Mike de Leon legacy, cause of death and net worth. In the Philippines, this video mirrors the pioneering spirit of filmmakers like Mike de Leon, who used cinema to challenge conventions long before YouTube democratized storytelling. His life and legacy show how powerful narratives can thrive even in the face of censorship, repression, and political turmoil. A life in film, early roots and education. Miguel Pamantuan de Leon, more widely known as Mike de Leon, was born on May 24, 1947 in Manila. His destiny in cinema seemed almost predetermined. He was the grandson of Narcisa Sisong de Leon, the matriarch of LVN Pictures, one of the Philippines' most influential film studios. His father, Manuel de Leon, was also a film producer. Surrounded by cinema at an early age, Mike absorbed the artistry and discipline of filmmaking from within the walls of a family empire that shaped Philippine cinema. He pursued his bachelor's degree at the Ateneo de Manila University, where his liberal education deepened his appreciation for art, culture, and philosophy. Later, he furthered his studies at the University of Heidelberg in Germany, specializing in art history. This European education exposed him to world cinema and sharpened his critical eye. It was here that he began to see how film could be both a mirror of society and a tool of resistance. Early career and breakthrough. Mike de Leon began with short films, Sa Bispras, 1972, and Monologo, 1975, both of which revealed his fascination with the human condition and its complexities. His career took a defining turn in 1975 when he founded Cinema Artists Philippines, a production house that would give birth to some of the most iconic films in Philippine cinema. One of its earliest productions was Lino Brocka's masterpiece, Manila, Sa Mga Kuko ng Liwanag, Manila in the Claws of Light, where de Leon also served as cinematographer. This collaboration not only solidified his reputation but also showcased his versatility as a filmmaker capable of shaping both story and imagery. Hallmark works and advocacy through film. De Leon's body of work was characterized by social critique, courage, and psychological depth. Under the shadow of Ferdinand Marcos's martial law, his films gave voice to the silenced and the marginalized. Itim, 1976, his debut feature, blending psychological thriller with social allegory, established him as a daring storyteller. Kisapmata, 1981, Sister Stella L. 1984. Starring Vilma Santos, this political drama about a nun's awakening to activism became a rallying cry against oppression. Citizen Jake, 2018. His return after decades of silence, exploring corruption, privilege, and moral conflict in modern Philippine society. Through these films, de Leon's camera became both witness and weapon. His narratives pushed audiences to reflect on injustice and complicity, making him one of the most influential voices in Philippine cinema. Recognition, refusal, and independence. Mike de Leon's brilliance was recognized throughout his career. In 1999, the Cultural Center of the Philippines honored him with the Centennial Honors for the Arts. Yet, de Leon was never one to bask in public accolades. He famously declined the Nadatangang Gawad Urian Lifetime Achievement Award in 2014 and the Gawad CCP Para SA Shining in 2024, stating bluntly, "I just want to be alone. I'm no longer a director and I'm no longer public property." This refusal reflected his lifelong independence. For him, cinema was never about celebrity or prestige. It was about truth, and truth could not be diluted by the trappings of awards. Net worth and personal choices. While exact figures vary, Mike de Leon's net worth at the time of his death in 2025 is estimated at around $2 to $3 million USD. His wealth came not from commercial box office dominance, but from his enduring influence, selective projects, international distribution deals, and his family's deep roots in film production. Unlike mainstream directors who pursued mass-market profitability, de Leon often sacrificed financial success for integrity, refusing compromises that would dilute his artistic or political vision. Legacy and impact. Mike de Leon's passing on August 28, 2025, at the age of 78, left an indelible void in the film world. His influence continues to shape generations of filmmakers who see in his works a model of courage and conviction. His storytelling resonates in classrooms, film festivals, and grassroots communities, where his films are studied not only as cinematic achievements but also as documents of social conscience. In many ways, De Leon anticipated the democratization of storytelling that platforms like YouTube now embody. Long before creators had the freedom to bypass traditional gatekeepers, he carved independent paths, showing that authenticity and conviction can outlast censorship and state control. The story of Mike De Leon is more than the story of a filmmaker. It is the story of Philippine cinema's conscience. From his early days shaped by the legacy of LVN Studios, to his uncompromising works that challenge tyranny, to his quiet refusal of fame, De Leon lived a life dedicated to truth in storytelling. In an era when YouTube amplifies voices once suppressed, his legacy reminds us that film, whether on the silver screen or a digital feed, remains one of the most powerful tools for change. Mike De Leon's death marks the end of a monumental era, but his films endure. They continue to provoke, disturb, and awaken. And in that enduring resonance lies his true immortality.